sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Washington Commanders and the New Orleans Saints. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And here we go from New Orleans. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And leading them out, the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Well, here he comes. Here comes the Heisman Trophy winner from a season ago, and what a show he put on, man. He was a stat stuffer. Over 1,100 yards rushing. Looked a lot like Lamar Jackson did back in the day in college. And oh, by the way, 40 touchdowns passing too. You know why this Washington organization took him so high in this draft. They want him to be Lamar Jackson. They want him to be dynamic. And he's going to get his career up and running.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They'll send him over right. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And the hit stuffs him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
You know, that's one of those plays when you call it, you expect to get decent yards every time. Seeing it stopped at the line, man, that's deflating offensively.
Third down give to Robinson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Now Daniels off the play action. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Running left is Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Saints take the field. Leading them out in year 11. He's played 15 or more games every season in the league. A real Iron Man, Derek Carr.
Well, it was another very statistically productive season down in New Orleans for Derek Carr a season ago. Another 25 touchdowns, almost 4,000 yards. And what I love about this guy is he is remarkably durable. He's played 15-plus games, all 10 seasons that he's been a starter in this league. That's called the ability of durability, to be there for you guys. Now, the next step in New Orleans is to take this franchise to the playoffs.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Going left side, Williams with it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Kamara now on 1st and 10. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Carr off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and he locates Johnson. It's a gain of 22. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another run for Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Carr with it on 3rd and short. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints have a great first drive and get the game's first points. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play fake here, Daniels. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Robinson on the inside give. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Willie Gay there on the tackle. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Daniels. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. You got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Saints will get set to take over. Second drive coming up for the Saints offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Carr here from the gun. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Running behind center with Kamara. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. He has the first over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. A run now with Kamara. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Carr. He's gonna push one deep down there. He's got it inside the 10. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Kamara. Has the New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a 13-0 lead. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints double their lead to 14. Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders set to take over. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's Robinson up the middle. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Carl Granderson in on the tackle. Couple yards there on 2nd down, and now a long ways to go on 3rd. Out of the gun, Daniels. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Press away on to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Carr to the air now. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he gets him around 6 there. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. The rookie from Michigan there that time.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
They give on 2nd to Kamara. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Third down, 1 yard to go. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, and they go right back to him. He'll cobble together a yard there. All down by Dorrance Armstrong. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Kamara. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Play made by Deron Payne. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. They go play action with Carr. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted! Mike Sanders still makes the play! And the Commanders get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now we're on with Robinson. And he gets them down to the 42. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
He tucks it and takes off. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Commanders working here. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. On the move, headed right. He's calling his own number again. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
On first down, here's Daniels. And look at the footwork there, touchdown! The Commanders parlay the interception into points. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after try. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Commanders 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here comes Williams on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Saints and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Able to get it to Moreau. He gets forward. Next about 4 yards. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 28. Connects with Johnson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Carr with it on first. Has him on the quick hitter. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing again, it's Carr. That's complete to Wilson. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. We have a timeout here, second one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing on first down, it's Carr. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. McAtomney's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. So new kickoff rules, this is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Throwing it just before halftime. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So we're at halftime here in beautiful New Orleans, and it's the Saints who've got the lead as we head to the break. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Here comes Williams on the return. And look at this return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The New Orleans offense ready to get to work to begin this third quarter. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half, and that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Nearly an interception on that play, and now they face second down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
2nd and 10, here's Carr. He finds Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Looking to throw, Carr. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's second down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Carr now on 1st and 10. Gets this to Johnson. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 31. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Carr here from the gun. Brought in close to the 8. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And And now they have a 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Kamara running out of the gun. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Jukes one defender, and he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. Stopped for no gain, and it leaves them 6 yards out on 3rd and goal.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Pistol snap to Carr. And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Group B to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints take a 3-possession lead. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. The Commanders all set to regain possession. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. They've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Alontae Taylor making the stop. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 29. Completes one to Ben Siddett. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's complete to Zach Ertz. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On second down, Robinson. Still has room inside the 15. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Robinson. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's third and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
Running with Robinson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders start the second half with some needed points. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on third and goal.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders cut the lead down to 10.
Commanders 14.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Saints and Derek Carr about ready to get back to work. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this, couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Carr. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Carr. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Carr. Wilson on the slant. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. This is reeled in by Kamara. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Carr with it on 1st. Finds a man, right side. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Carr. Connects with Johnson. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. This is Kamara. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here's a give inside to Kamara. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now, it's 2nd and goal. Carr off the play fake. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Carr to the air now. And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Group B to try that point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints take a 3-possession lead. Here's Group B on now to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They just witnessed maybe the most impressive drive we've seen all game, Brock, and now they get a chance to answer with one of their own. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. Able to find Ertz. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Daniels on 1st down. Ertz reels it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Again, Daniels to the air. He gets this one to McLaurin. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Has a man, it's Ertz. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 33 on 2nd down. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Working quickly here. 3rd and short, Daniels. Across his body, defender's there, it's intercepted. And the Saints see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30. Oh man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints can rest easy with a 3-score lead. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another run for Kamara. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8. Carr here from the gun. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. No return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 28. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. And the crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ballgame.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, to quiet the crowd. But you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, your friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that building, man. It is a rewarding feeling.